In4 Radio, where we aim to create, inspire, and innovate. How fitting that I have Lefa in studio. Lefa Mosea, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks, and you, Nandi. How are you?
I'm very, very good. Now, for those of you who don't know, you should know. Mr. Double Standards himself is here in studio with us, and have taken this opportunity to get to know you better. Now, you have come, I've known you for 5 years. You've come a long way.
True.
We're talking from being a part of a band to being the band.
Yeah, man.
Tell us a bit about yourself. Ungowaphi, ukhulelepi? How many instruments do you play? I know you play all of them, but tell the masses.
Well, my name is Lefa Mosea. Originally from Afrika, but yeah, life happened and then I had to move to Pretoria. I'm a saxophonist. I play guitar as well. And I studied music at an MMU and at the Master Music Development Foundation in Pretoria at the State Theatre. Otherwise, yeah, I'm a show guy, man. I just compose good music for a living. At least I think it's good.
And you started off with a band called Take Note.
Do that, yeah.
And you guys did great things in and around Nelson Mandela Bay. What was that like, being a part of a band that eventually got signed?
By Native Rhythms. I don't think then we understood the impact we were having, or making in our lives as individuals and as a collective. I think now, to be honest with you, some of the things come easy for me, or and the knowledge as well. Yeah, because I went through that take note phase. That's where
the phase of not knowing to now being like, yay.
Being sharpened. And even on stage as well. The cats that I was playing with always kept you on your toes. Even if you were not practicing, we could hear you from a mile over that day. You dropped the ball. So it was a healthy competition at the same time. We were brothers and building each other.
All right, and then Take Note is no longer. And then you have to take the next step, and you come into yourself and you become Lefa Mosea. What became of Lefa Mosea after Take Note?
Okay, correction. Take Note is still there, but
it's still there.
Yeah, for lack of a better word, dormant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like a volcano.
Yes.
All right.
I'm still very much part of Take Note.
Okay.
I asked Amajita, very politely, that just can you please give me a blessing? I want to go this direction. And yeah, I am today. It's been what? Since 2015. I'm not good at math. 2 years?
It's been 2 years since you guys have actually worked together.
Yes.
But Take Note is still very much alive.
Yes. I actually have some of Take Note band members in my band. See, my co-producer, pianist, is a Take Note member. AD, also my co-producer, is playing bass for me. All Take Note members. And Nabanya, we meet Manistibana, and we're actually quite cool, man. We actually have a WhatsApp group, we keep in touch.
Homies for life.
Yeah.
Alright, now we talk about Lefa Mosea and Double Standards, which is you, front man, on your sax with your band members, backing you up, and you guys are doing the thing. It's amazing music that you're playing. I saw you at the Opera House last year, and it was great. How is that working for you? Going from being a member of the band and working with people to being the steering, for lack of a better word, the steering. Now you are there, you are the front man. There's a lot more responsibility.
Wow, tell me about it. Being the front man, it has its perks and it also has its disadvantages. I'm definitely not feeling the perks now. I'm feeling a lot of disadvantages because I'm also an independent artist. I own a record label of my own. I run my own company. So now, like, everything has to be done by me. Cats are just chilling. Whereas when I was at Techno, I knew that I had a manager who was doing everything for us.
Now
like,
you are the guy running around,
like I'm the one who's
making sure that abantu bayabhadalwa, making sure that
every time I suggest one guys we're gonna play at such and such a place, the first question Cass asks, how much are we getting paid for this? And I need to come up with answers.
Which is the struggle for local artists, especially if you're not working within the bounds of KZN or Gauteng, is that are we going to get paid? Is there such thing as working for exposure anymore?
Exposure, I hate that word. Yeah, man. So in that sense, I have to concentrate on the music. I still have to compose. I still have to produce. I still have to keep on my in line, and so that they can produce that exact sound that's been ringing in my head. On top of that, I need to be this executive guy who's attending meetings while I got a phone call. Maybe like for this one instance, last week I went to East London. I got a phone call while I was doing sound check at my gig on Monday that I need to be in East London the following day, otherwise I'm not gonna get this funding. On top of that, like I had to wake up at like 5, catch a taxi, go to East London, attend a meeting that lasted like a good 45 minutes, and it was done. And I had to go back to PE again.
That is not the life you chose as an artist.
So yeah, talking about being a frontman, yeah, those are the type of.
You are literally the one in the front.
Yeah, and you need to. I think it's a decision that one must be ready. Like in his own entirety. Yeah, in terms of. Are you willing to put in the work, so that you can be this frontman you're talking about? But I know later on it's gonna pay off, and I can't wait.
All right, there in the background there, I'm playing Lefa Mosea and Double Standard. Dope song, Mr. Ngakwana.
Mr. Ngawana.
Ngawana,
yeah,
sorry.
That's my tribute to the late Brazil,
Is it? All right, Mr. Ngawana. And then, what else is there? What other tracks have you guys worked on in terms of Lefa Mosea and Double Standards? Do you guys have an album? Is it just the live performances that you've been pushing and doing well?
Yeah, there is. We recorded my album back in November last year, 2016. So for now, we've just released Mabele as the leading single. And
if you don't have it, you need to get it.
You better, because that's the song that's making waves right now. The album is there. It just needs a couple of touches here and there, touches that are costly, So again, in the front end.
And it's all about getting funding.
Now
let's talk about that. As Eastern Cape artists, a couple of weeks ago, Eastern Cape artists did sort of a sit-in, and they were at Donkin, and they were basically doing a very mild march, all in aid of.
Oh, it wasn't mild, trust me.
But it was mild compared to what it could have been and what it should have been for Eastern Cape artists. But basically trying to send out a message of we're here, we are Eastern Cape artists.
True.
We are talented and we need a bit of backing from the government. From your side of things, how has it been trying to be an Eastern Cape artist and trying to stay within the Eastern Cape? You're not from the Eastern Cape, but you classify yourself and you represent yourself as an Eastern Cape artist. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, but it's also a bit hard. Fighting the urge to get on a bus and go back to Gauteng and push your mission there. What is it like in the Eastern Cape trying to push your mission?
It's very difficult, man. At some point I wrote a post on Facebook saying it's like these government officials, their main objective is just to pin you down. Those people at those offices, like, they are counterproductive in terms of what they're supposed to be actually doing. It's very difficult to be an artist in the Eastern Cape because funding is something that you will never get. If you do get it, it's like peanuts, or it goes to the elite few that are connected somehow.
Now, this is a conversation I had with somebody the other day where it's great that a lot of industries such as the business sector, small businesses are getting funding, but the arts have been left behind, whereas the arts are the inspiration for everything that's come up from the 80s. This is what we grew up on. It would be in the country's best interest to sort of put more money back into the arts and to create a better infrastructure for the country.
This thing is a problem from a national level point of view. Artists are seen as a by the way factor, like we are not really in their minds. Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's like they don't really take us seriously, and if they do, it's because maybe they are forced to. And I just want to put it on record that I think the people that we call legends are too relaxed, or maybe they are not bothered by what's going on the ground. Like if I'm a legend and I charge 280,000 for a 45 minutes set, why should I be bothered if my music is being played on any radio station, or why should I be bothered if funding is being received by people on the ground, other artists on the ground, because I'm always playing in Europe. So I'm trying to say the people that we look up to are not really helping us as the youth. They just sitting there and they are friends with these ministers and whatnot, so it gets discouraging sometimes. But yeah,
that also then prompts me to ask you, I know it's not your genre, but recently it was the whole Summers thing and what do the awards bring into the whole entire picture of things? Because sometimes awards are, I'm putting in quotation marks here, bought, and people who the masses might find less deserving come home with awards, and people who think that maybe some artists should have gotten awards, and even those artists who go onto social media, what do you think about a situation like that?
Well, Nandi, this thing, it depends on what. First of all, you should ask yourself why are you doing music? Are you doing music so that you can win awards, or are you doing music because you just doing music because you believe this is a message or a gift that you think you should share with the world? To answer your question, with the whole Mona saga, personally, I think she was put in the wrong category, and then again, book vote of Ayana, so you can't be claiming that you small white kids are singing your song. Small white kids were not voting, people were voting for Next to See to win, you know what I mean? So there are many counter arguments that we could put on the table, just to make the other party see, but I know it's not actually jealousy, and popularity doesn't necessarily win awards. Votes do. So that's why maybe you get some allegations that are saying, okay, so and so bought people airtime so that they can keep voting and whatnot. So there are many ways to skin this cat. They voted,
Okay. Now, while we're playing Babele in the background, please tell me about this song. This song, actually, if you know the lyrics, if you listen to the lyrics, it's amazing. What's it about? The inspiration? Who's on the song?
Okay, who's on the song? It's my band, man. This is a composition of my own. The lyrics are obviously in Sotho, so I came up with the lyrics, the melody as well. But I have Usia co-producing the song with me, my pianist. Actually, we did most of the album together, so each and every track, he's definitely gonna see his name on the sleeve. The song is talking about, is just paying homage to
the hustle.
Yeah, to the hustle as a whole. But I had to make it interesting and take it a little bit further in terms of the old days and how our people as Sothos used to live before currencies and whatnot came into existence, whereby you'd go out and you'd make plow and harvest your own whatchamacallit. But I chose mabele specifically because mabele was like an all-round type of plant. From mabele you can get bakhonosila and get qombothi, at the same time khona lo etsa ding, ding it could be a pop substitute. It's
Yeah.
that brown thing.
Great. Yeah.
you know. So yeah, I mean, so from that, and you could feed your livestock, you know, your pigs. After you've drained out the kombucha out of my belly, you can give that to the pigs
Can
and
we
the chicken.
expect a video?
Yes,
Say
it's probably gonna be crowdfunded as well. I'm a very struggling artist, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm all about that. I'll share it. I'll share
man.
whatever link it is for that video, because I can only just imagine the kind of
To be honest with
videos,
you,
something like that.
last 2 months back, I think I approached people. I just put it out there. You know, people were just like, yeah, man, if whatever you need, should you need a camera, you know, people were just offering their services. So it's a matter of just me and my team coming down and just putting everything, you know, onto paper, because right now we're quite busy, especially with the Grahamstown. That's first, you know, so we're just taking one step at a time. We don't want to overcrowd ourselves with work.
Straight onto the Grahamstown Arts Fest. You are going to be at the Grahamstown Arts Fest.
Looking forward.
You're going to be performing a couple of shows.
Yeah.
Where can people find you during Fest, and what dates and which venues? Where?
Okay, I'm playing with my band at the Slipstream, a venue called the Slipstream.
That's a new street.
You know the. Okay. No, I only know Slipstream from the internet, man. I even tried Google Maps, you know. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna be at with my band. We are playing on the 4th. On the 4th, that's our opening night. So we're gonna be playing at 7. Then the following day, the 5th, we're playing very early at 11 a.m. And then on the 6th, we're taking a break. On the 7th, which is a Friday, we're playing at 5. And then on Saturday, the closing day, where we're actually gonna be recording the whole album live, you know, hopefully with a nice audience, because you know the final day is always packed generally.
Yeah.
So yeah, and come Nandi, it's a 7 o'clock show, so people can just come there and expect fireworks, man, and then we're gonna close the festival.
So it's the 4th, the 5th, the 7th, and the 8th.
Yes.
And people can get tickets at the festival.
Yeah, at the door.
At the door.
Yeah, don't even try it.
Don't try to book through computer. No, they must just come and look for you.
Yeah.
You're gonna check in.
Yeah, you know, because people mustn't call for me when they get to the door. No, gotta get paid.
Now you've been saying that you've been working on the album. When you don't know when we can expect the new tracks?
I don't wanna.
You don't wanna make promises you can't keep.
No.
All right, that's great. But where else, other than the festival, when you come back, are you going to be performing before Fest? Are you still performing? Can anybody catch you around the Eastern Cape? For those of our listeners that are listening via the Eastern Cape,
I'm doing not a lot, because I'm gonna give people a wrong impression. I'm doing a couple of corporate work once in a while, you know. That's where mostly I survive in terms of, you know, keeping my ship afloat. But in terms of public performances, there's a lot of things that are, you know, in the pipeline. I can't really say much about them right now. But yeah, the one that I'm most definitely sure about is the festival. And when we come back, I'll probably announce something 2 weeks later or something like that.
Great stuff. And then for those of the people who are listening to the tracks that I'm playing in the background here and are thinking, yay! Where can they find you on social media? How can they book you?
I'm on Facebook. I've got a personal account, Lefa Mosea. I try not to have it too packed, so you know, yeah, you know, because I always skim through the type of people that are on my account that delete some every now and then.
Defense.
No, man, you know, you gotta keep it fresh. Okay, that's my personal account. You can just maybe follow me on that. If I don't eventually accept you can just follow me. Otherwise, I do have a fan page. I don't want to call it a fan page. It's a page. Lefa Mosea Music. That's where I post everything. Payana, I'm strictly business. I don't share jokes. I just, you know, serious stuff. So that's where you can get me. And then I'm also on Instagram, lefa.mosea, Instagram, and then I'm on Twitter as well at lefa_Mosea. That's where you're gonna get me. In terms of Yeah, bookings. Just go to the profile. You're gonna see my manager's number there, Tandukolo Chindela. He's also on Facebook. You can just search for him, and then he'll search you out. Nice rates as well, you know.
And then of course there's also Duro.
Yes, that's the company that's running everything on my behalf. I'm signed under that company, you know. So you can also like that page. They also, you know, post a lot of stuff in terms of my movements and whatnot. So please, do PR and entertainment. That's the page on Facebook.
And then closing comments for anybody who's sitting at home and they have the talent like you, but hey, you're studying BA. Hey, you can't make a career out of this. What kind of motivation do you have? Because you have made a successful career out of this. It can only get bigger.
Well, just make sure you're in it for the right reasons. First things first. Let's start
for the love of music.
Yeah, and beyond the love, man, you must make an impact of some sort. You know, we all have different. As much as there was Brahu before me, as much as there's Nasty C, they all have a message that they must deliver in whatever way. You know, so you must also find your own message that you were sent upon this earth to deliver. You know, so that you can understand your calling. So that things like awards and whatnot, they don't impact you in a negative way should you not win. You know what I mean? So yeah, you must just start there. Like, make sure that you're in it for the right reasons, and always sharpen your talent, because there'll always be somebody on the rise. You know what I mean? Always. Oh, another thing. Besides sharpening your skill, sharpen your mind as well as a business.
Keep learning.
You know, you should know all
how
of these.
To protect yourself.
All of these technical terms. We're talking business. We're talking royalties. We're talking, you know, needle time, whatever. Just be in the know, so that you know when you're being ripped off, and you know when it's a good deal.
Well, thank you very much. I, again, am very honored to be sitting in a room with you and to be chatting to you. This is In4Radio. We're here to create, inspire, and innovate. Thank you very much for doing just that. Don't forget, Lefa Mosea all over social media. Follow him, book him. You'll be doing yourself a great disservice if you don't. This is Nandi for In4Radio. Have a blessed day.